Hey you guys, it's Sarah here and welcome to my channel DIY BusyBooks. In this video, I'm going to show you how I use a printed car and roads theme activity page to make a BusyBook page that involves cars for your child's BusyBook. So I'm using a printed felt sheet. So it's just a sheet of felt that's had a design printed on it. And so the reason why I use these is because it saves the time from having to cut out all of these like individual kind of pieces to create this theme and this image. And then I have the option to buy a set of 2 sheets of felt that kind of connect there. And so you can create it like a little book option. So the child opens it up and has a set of roads and some cars in front of them to play with. So like, you know, those rugs that they make for kids or those mats that interlock and connect, and it has the roads and the car designs on them and the cities. This is kind of what that is, except for on the go, portable, in the car. And I'll have the bulk template available on my Patreon. I'll show you what it looks like, but both are available. And then the printed felt I have available on my website. So let me show you how I make it. So I've already gone ahead and cut out all of my cars, and all I did was I hot glued 2 copies together of each one, with the exception of the truck here with the green and the brown. I only have 1 layer of that green, and then I hot glued that brown square on the top. I did not hot glue 2 layers of the green together, but for all the other ones, I have 2 layers hot glued together. That just adds a lot of stiffness and structure to the piece. And you can see I've got 10 of each car because that is what my template in bulk cuts enough for. And then any other extra pieces that I have, because I've made this lots of times and sometimes I don't always put together all 10 at once, I just keep it all in a little baggie. If you guys have seen my videos, you know that is my very fancy solution for storing all of the pieces to each of my pages. I still need to hot glue on all of the wheels, and the way that I'm going to be putting them on this page, if I'm just making the single one piece of felt activity, I'm going to have the cars facing in this direction as you see what's laid out here, and I only draw on the details and put the wheels on one side of the car, because on the other side of the car I'm going to put a Velcro dot so that it will attach to the page, and I'll have Velcro dots on the page as well. So I'm going to go ahead just with 1 set of these and I will hot glue on the wheels. Those details hot glued on now, I'm going to go ahead and use my paint markers to just draw on some more details of the car. Okay, I got all those details on. Just be more careful than I am because I always end up getting like the paint everywhere. I don't know how I end up getting it on my hands and all over my desk, so try to avoid doing that. I'm going to put those aside for a minute so that they can dry, and I'll just get working on putting the actual page together. There's nothing that I really have to do. All I have to do is I'm going to get another sheet of 8" by 8" felt, and this is just a less expensive felt from Amazon, a lower quality felt. I just use it for the back sides of my pages, and very often, if you watch my videos, you know I will wrap it in fabric. So I have this really cute car themed fabric. There's tons of car themed fabric at fabric stores, so I found this one that I really liked. I'm going to wrap that around my sheet of felt. I'm going to be sewing that onto the back of this sheet, and I have my binding pieces that I pre-cut or that I cut out at night when I'm watching a show. I just cut them from 2 or 3 millimeter thick felts using my scalloped edge fabric scissors that I have. And I just cut them to be big enough to fit in between the front and back sheets of felt. And then I will use a hole punch to put 2 holes in and connect, and then sew around the border. And so that is how I connect pages and customers can build a book. So I'm going to go ahead and sew around this border. So that's how that page looks, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my heavy duty hole punch and put 2 holes into the felt binding piece, and that is what allows me to connect pages and build books for my customers at craft shows and through my website. And I have these transparent Velcro dots, self-adhesive Velcro dots. It might even be hard to see them in the video because they're totally see-through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these transparent Velcro dots and I'm going to apply hot glue, and I'm going to put them at some different locations on the page. And then on the other sides of the cars, I will put another Velcro dot. I might even use a smaller Velcro dot that I have, but it doesn't matter, whatever size you want. I'll hot glue little Velcro dots, and that way it can attach to the page and stay attached. Okay, I've got them all hot glued on, so all the backs of the cards are done, and then I have these 6 spots all around kind of the edges of the page for the cars to attach to. So the fire truck can go to the fire hall, the school bus can go over to the school, the blue car can go to the blue house, the police car can go to the police station. I have an orange truck, maybe they can go over to the church building, and then a little dump truck here up at the stop sign is where I have the Velcro dot there. So you don't even have to put on the Velcro dots. The ways that I've done this before also is I've just left the top of the page open so that it acts as a pocket so that these get stored in the top of the page. And sometimes I still do that actually. I should have even done that now, but sometimes I don't bother because they do have the Velcro dots on the page to help them attach. So that's another option if you want to avoid the Velcro dots altogether. Now, that's for just the single page. If you wanted to do the set with the double pages, let me show you how I do that as well. I won't bother doing all the cars again. I'll finish all my mini cars off once I turn my camera off. I'll just use the same set of cars because it's the exact same thing, except instead of 1 page, I'm going to do 2 pages. So again, I'm going to grab the back sides of the felt, the 8" by 8" felt. I'm going to attach those to the backs of each of these pages. And then again, I'm going to grab 2 binding pieces and I'm going to just put them in between. Normally, whenever I make kind of a bigger set or a 2-page double-sided set, I always include my tag with my logo on it that says Made in Canada and my business name on it. I also have some handmade in Canada or handmade in the US printed felt tags if you wanted to get those. There's available on my website. You just cut them out and you can sew them into whatever you're making. I only do that though if I have, like I said, a kind of larger set. If it's just this single page that I'm making, I don't include a tag in every single page. It would just be way too many tags. But if it's a kind of a bigger set, then I will include it. And then when I sew my title pages, my optional cover pages, which I don't have any on me right now, I have them all in my car because I have a craft show coming up. But with my cover pages, I will always include my tag and my logo on it. Or if you don't have that yet, you can include a handmade in Canada or handmade in whatever country you're in tag on the cover. Okay, those are sewn around the border. Now I'm going to do my hole punching. So that's what the little kind of booklet would look like if you got the double-sided one. So you get a full-blown kind of city, a 2-page activity page. And then I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to just do all the cars again. It's the exact same set of cars that I would make for this one as I make for the single-page options. I'll just go ahead and hot glue on my transparent Velcro dots, and then that'll be it. That's what it looks like, and I added an extra Velcro dot on this page, so there's actually 7 Velcro dots. So there's 7 places where the kids can attach the cars. And just using those same set of cars that I had from the first page, they can all be put all around, anywhere, all over the page, wherever you like. So that's how the whole set would look like if you did the 2-page option. I sell both of these as options at different craft shows, and I honestly can't tell a difference in popularity. I do have to charge more for this one because there's the added cost of the second printed felt page. It takes a little bit more time just because you also have to sew a second page, a border of a second page, and the added materials of the felt and the fabric for the second page. But that really is not the bulk of the time. Basically, these 2 activity pages take the same amount of time to make. Most of it is just the time that it takes to make the cars. And some people are willing to pay a little bit more and are more likely to purchase this as a single gift all by itself. So sometimes people might just be looking for a little gift to give their 3-year-old nephew, and they come across my table and they think this would just be a great little gift all in itself. They might not even add and build more pages to it. They might just get this by itself, or they might be wanting to build a book and get some different themed activity pages and just want to buy a single page with the cars. So it really just depends on what people's budgets are and what they prefer personally, but not both of these are profitable and both of them are, I would say, equally popular. And that is it for today. Thanks so much you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.